Hey, it's Tesla Canuck here, back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about Tesla vlogging with the new GoPro Hero 8 cameras. I've got two of them and they are replacing my GoPro Hero 7s. Last couple of months I've actually been doing a lot of filming with an iPhone 11, and yeah, it's been great, but I'm glad to be back to the GoPro. Sometimes with the iPhone 11 with the ultra wide camera, if the lighting isn't perfect, you're going to get a lot of noise and graininess in your video, which you then have to fix when you're doing the editing and post-production, and it takes like forever to render when you try to remove noise. So let's see how these GoPro 8s are gonna look. On purpose, I'm taking us out for a drive on a difficult kind of lighting situation. It's about, I'd say, 2 hours before dusk, and the lighting should be a little bit tricky. Let's see how the GoPro 8 Black performs. Also too, on purpose, I am not using a lapel mic because apparently there are improved mics in the Hero 8 Black, and there's a forward-facing mic. You know, I have low expectations. GoPros have not been very good when it comes to mic quality in the past, but this is a test. And then because this is a Tesla channel, we're going to talk Tesla as well. So we're going to go for a drive and talk Tesla and see how the images turn out from the cameras. So, all right, fingers crossed. The first thing I'd like to talk about today, Tesla related, is the stock price. Wow. At the time of filming, this is Tuesday, January the 7th. Just before leaving, I looked at the stock price. It was $469. It's US dollars. Incredible. And I think that it speaks volumes to what's actually happening here. And for many years, and this is what I think the shorts just never understood, is that Elon has been investing ahead of revenue. And now is the time we're going to start seeing the payoff. And I think there's a couple of really strong indicators of how successful investing ahead of revenue has been for Tesla. If you look at the supercharging network, you know, they have the infrastructure now to, you know, grow really, you know, huge growth in terms of percentage that they'll be able to do versus the other auto manufacturers who, you know, are trying to piecemeal charging solutions together with third parties or some other thing. It's just not going to be the same. It's not going to work as well. I know the Tesla charging network isn't perfect, especially in some parts of Southern California where there have been lineups during peak holiday season. So let's put that aside for a moment. The real important thing is that the investment that Elon and Tesla made several years ago into their charging network is just paying dividends now. You could say the same for the Gigafactory in Las Vegas, you know, Gigafactory 1. And again, you know, that was investing ahead of revenue. And this has been Elon's strategy. And as production starts to rise and demand starts to rise, Tesla's selling cars globally. There's no surprise that they had, you know, just a killer quarter in terms of vehicle deliveries, you know, last quarter and last, you know, the entire year, you know, breaking records again. It's a story unfolding before our eyes, and I'm amazed that anybody would dare short this stock. I really am. All right, so yeah, so that's the you know, the big news of the day with the Tesla stock price. Let me know in the comments what you think about Elon's strategy, investing ahead of revenue, and yeah, I think it's genius, sheer genius. A little bit madness, part genius. But that kind of describes Elon, doesn't it? Part madness, part genius. So, okay. The next thing that I wanted to talk about today, which is a little bit more obscure, is I saw an article and a video going around about Sony having made a prototype electric vehicle. That's really fascinating. I don't know if you've seen the video, I'll link it, but this got me thinking about how we think about cars is changing. And cars are no longer, in my opinion, about the mechanics of the car. A car now is about the user experience. And I think that's what Elon understands and the Tesla team understands. Us Tesla buyers, we understand that it's about the experience. And I'm not sure the legacy automakers are going to be able to fight against this. And if they continue their traditional ways, they're going to be like Kodak or Encyclopedia Britannica or the typewriter manufacturers. It's just not a winning strategy what the current manufacturers are doing. If you look at Honda, I think it was last week or the week before, the CEO of Honda came out and said, fossil fuels still the future, albeit with hybrid. But I think they are totally missing the mark, and it's shocking to me that the other car companies can't look and see what's going on and understand from lessons of the past, like Kodak and Encyclopedia Britannica and the hundreds of companies that didn't see the change coming. BlackBerry is a great one. So can Sony step in and replace one of the big auto manufacturers by understanding that cars now are more about the experience than just the sum of their parts? So anyhow, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that the whole notion of a vehicle is changing? What does it mean to you? I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, the third thing that I wanted to talk about was back to Tesla, and again, it has to do with the investments they're making, and it's the Shanghai, is it Shanghai? I can't remember where, the China Gigafactory, and the speed at which they went from mud to cars rolling off the production line in just slightly under a year. I'm blown away, right? Like, this is, if I were, again, the other car manufacturers, I'd be shitting my pants, to be honest with you, right? Wouldn't want to be a shareholder of one of those companies either, right? The world's changing, it really is, and I think Elon and the Tesla team can see that, and that's where they're putting their money, investing ahead of revenue. It's a risky strategy, but it's one that I think is paying off. All right, I can't wait to see how the video turned out with the GoPros, how the audio turned out. Should be interesting. Hopefully hopefully I'm happy. I hate being disappointed. Yeah, Tesla Canuck, over and out.